What's up, everybody? So I'm gonna get right into it. Um, I'm gonna be talking about two things: relationships in Las Vegas, and I'm gonna talk about the people here in Las Vegas. So I got a decent amount of time under my belt. I've been here about 7 years now. So certain videos I look up, see people. Oh, I've been here 2 months, 3 months. I mean, if you're an extrovert and you go out a lot, that's enough time to meet people. But to really know how people function and think in different parts of the city, you got to be here for some years. Not 7, but just that just kind of clarifies. Like, okay, bro been here 7 years, so he know what he's talking about. I only speak on things I talk about. There's so much to cover, and I don't want this video to be crazy long, so I'm gonna just try to really get it out, so I ain't holding y'all too long. You know what I'm saying? And holding up y'all day, pausing y'all day. But so I'll talk about relationships first. It's rough on both ends for males and females. Reason being is it's just like anywhere else. If you're a male, then what I'm saying, she want money. If you're a woman, he want to take you to Pound Town. You know what I'm saying? So either gender, they got it rough. So the dating scene here is just, as you hear about on the West Coast, it's very, very fast paced, especially in LA, but we're talking about Vegas here. But a lot of people from LA are in Vegas, very transient state. So a lot of people are here that aren't from here. But so it's just, like I said, it's just very, very fast paced, and people don't stick around for very, very long. A 3-week relationship here is considered long, and I'm like, what? Like, I'm not used to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the Midwest. It's slower. Originally from Cincinnati, Ohio. It's much slower. A lot of things close down 7, 8 o'clock. We got a lot of things slowing us down here. The relationship life is just very, very hectic. I may be on like 5 or 6 dating apps, and I speak to women in person. But usually when I do it in person, they just seem very, very timid and just scared, and just they ain't used to it. It's just like becoming like a non-traditional thing to even speak to people in person. It's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of oddball to me, because that's just what I'm used to that. But just to give y'all a few examples, I've been talking to one for a while, on and off, like this on a friend level, mainly because of distance. So that's the reason why I wouldn't like. I'm not really a big fan of long-term distance relationships, even though they can work. But so I'm talking to this woman, and she moved a little closer. I'm like, okay, cool. So we can make this work. You ain't an hour away. You a half hour away. We can make that work. So I approached her. I say, I enjoy our vibes, the energy. You're always a positive person. We always have a great time with each other. We got a lot of things in common. I'm very attracted to you, as you already know. I want to take it to the next level. And I was like, you know what? You don't have to decide right now. Just come back to me when you genuinely just sit down and get some time to think about it. She's like, okay. So she left, and then she came back the next day. She was like, well, I thought about the things that you said, and she said, I want to take it serious with you, and you ain't gonna be able to get rid of me. Laughing, ha ha ha. And I kid y'all not, everything was going smooth like butter. Couldn't have been more smoother, right? And this woman just disappeared. And it happens all the time. This is just not my personal experiences. I speak to people older, younger, same age. I'm 33. I speak to people a little younger. I speak to the old heads that's in their like late 50s, 60s. They tell me the same thing. Like, these experiences that I've been experiencing are relevant, and it pertains to a lot of people that are here. The majority of people that are here. So she ghosted me. I didn't even know what that was. I didn't know what ghosting and flaking was until I moved here like that, because it just wasn't a thing where I'm from. It may be now, but it wasn't at the time. And so no text, no call, no warning. Then she randomly pop up like 3 months later, and there's always an excuse from her. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's rough. So the relationship scene is just very, very crazy. The apps, I may be on 5 or 6 apps, but it does not make a difference. I mean, yeah, it kind of guarantees you more of a, to meet somebody, but it's still a big loophole, and I'm just trying to figure it out. So I'm just trying to warn you guys. If you're not from here, you plan on moving here, my advice to you is to either come with somebody that you already know, or just have expectations and just hope for the best, but expect the worst, because I'm telling you, the dating scene here is terrible. I've never had these experiences coming from the Midwest. Also, I did not make this video because I want people to join my misery, or however you want to call it, and everybody in the comment section is complaining and stuff and trying to downplay women and downplay guys. I'm just speaking facts, and I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it. Like, if you're a woman and you're from Vegas or LA or anywhere on the West Coast or just in general, what do y'all want from men? You know, and I understand the majority of guys, you know, they're liars, and they they put these false narratives and stuff like that on their page, and they try to come across like they're somebody they're not, or they got more than what they have, but they doing it, I guess, because like the next guy may be doing it, and it's competition, and then he may get your attention over his. You stop speaking to him because some other guy's lying and bloviating about his life and talking about things that ain't even true, and that may be the case. I'm not sure, but what exactly are you looking for? Like, y'all got to put that out there and just let it be known. You know, some women do want that fast life, and they want to be cashed out on. Give me a drink, movie, dinner, and spoil me. Some women do want like the traditional, but I mean, I'm talking about the majority, because I feel like I know what the minority wants, but it's very, very rare. It's like, I don't know, it's very rare. Also, with relationships, it just feels like there's just no attachment, and like, if somebody else that they may come across is presenting more than you and offering more than you, and they're more beneficial than you are, they will leave you. Like, I feel like people here on the the West Coast is just very cold-hearted. Like, they just don't have no care in their hearts at all. Like, human decency, like, it's just not there. And that's been my experience. It's just so much I feel like I left out, but I don't want to talk y'all heads off. I'm already at like the 5-6 minute mark, so I'll talk about the people, just people in general, my personal experiences. It kind of goes hand in hand with the relationship situation here. People on the West Coast, far West Coast, I feel like they don't have a soul. They don't have a conscience. Their heart is extremely cold. It's like it's been in the freezer. Their heart's been in the freezer for 5 hours. It is frozen solid. And you know, they don't like confrontation at all. No form of confrontation, like even the slightest. So they will lie to you and they will agree with you in order to get out of a situation and then ghost you. They don't like to communicate. Their communication skills is very bad. I'm the type of person, if I feel some type of way about something, I'm gonna come to you, I'm gonna speak with you, and I'm gonna address it, and we're gonna solve that problem so we can move on from that point. There's no need for me just to be like, now if I just in and outside, if I don't like this person, I'm not gonna go to that extent. I'm just gonna go ahead and deal with it for that present time, then I will leave. But if there's a whole lot of potential within a person, but there's a few red flags, nothing like deal breaking, then I'm going to communicate with that person, and I want us to continue to move forward. That's how things work. Like, you have to be able to work through the loopholes, and when it gets a little steep and a little slippery, you know, you just got to work. So you know, this is kind of deep, and I may end the video off here because I don't want it to go too long, but people on the West Coast, they don't have anything slowing them down. And the West Coast lacks sentimental elements. Let me break that down for y'all. What's sentimental elements? Sentimental elements like rain, okay? Like when it rains heavy, like say Seattle, Ohio, Kentucky, and you know, it slows you down. You can't travel the way you want to travel because it's just, you know, sometimes it floods, and those sentimental elements slow you down, and little do we know that actually builds moments. It kind of, I guess you could even say, builds character within certain people, because you in relationships, because when it's raining real hard, you know, and the rain is hitting the window and washing down, you know, with your significant other or family, whatever the case may be, you share moments together, and you slow down, and y'all chilling, y'all watching movies, y'all conversating, y'all thinking about the next move, making your best move, business moves, y'all growing, whatever the case may be. Here it only rains maybe what 5-6 days out of the year, so that rain never slows anybody down here, so they always constantly moving. And you got to think also, it's not necessarily the West Coast people's fault. I feel like it's the upbringing. You know, when you always have access to entertainment non-stop 24/7, the city does not shut off casinos, liquor, strip clubs, brothel houses, whatever the case may be, and it's legal here in certain parts of the city. Like, that can have an effect on your children if you always out and you just not, you know, you're not with your kids, and I just feel like certain attributes the parents just don't seem to pass on to their children, and if they don't, it never sticks. And it's so many people that are like this. You know, I'm just like, I don't get it. And I ain't really the type of person to just be, you know, putting my business or like things that I go through out there online for everybody to see. I've been going through this for a long time, so for me to put this video out, it says a lot. It says a whole lot. And then snow. That's snow. They don't know what a white Christmas is here. From what I hear, Christmas is just as special if it's not a white Christmas. I'm like, okay, cool, but y'all still don't know what it is to be locked in the house for a couple days when the roads are undrivable. You know, when it snows, y'all don't know what that's like to sit there and, you know, bond with your family or your friends and children and things like that. And not to say that West Coast people never have these moments, but I feel like it's seriously lacking. And everybody seems to be in competition with each other, and they're very, very judgmental, but not outright. They're very, very sneaky about how they judge you. You never know what they're really thinking. You know how you can kind of get a vibe from somebody on the East Coast, Midwest, South, North. On the far West, it's different. Like, these people tell white lies, big lies, and they're very, very good at it. It's all about scams and lying and betrayal and two-facing, and it's rough. So I'm trying to really I'm not trying to scare people that's trying to move out here, but if you move out here, my advice to you guys is just come with somebody that you're already with. Come with a girlfriend or a boyfriend already, if you can. Come with somebody that you can trust, like a friend or a family member, to start over and build with, if you can. If you can't, just be aware of what is lurking around the corner out here. But I mean, I've always had friendly experiences. I never felt like my life was in danger. I usually have good experiences with people, but I'm like, it never made sense to me. It never stacked up or added up to me. I'm like, how can I have such a great experience with somebody, but yet I don't really have no friends? There's a few people I can reach out to, but I don't really trust them. Because, like, if I see them doing snake things to other people, so I feel like they do it to me. They don't even know me like that. We just met a couple times, or more than a few times, and we had some cool experiences, but I don't know them like that. I've been here 7 years, and I've never had nobody in my apartment outside of, you know, women that I didn't talk to in the past. So that's just say a lot. Don't trust them. You know, experiences that I've had with work, you know, people come off very trustworthy, and they're telling you all their business to kind of make you vulnerable, gullible, so you can tell your business. Don't do it. Don't do it. Be very, very slow. Be extremely patient, and I would honestly advise you to keep to yourself to the most part. Of course, talk, speak, you know, hello, my name is da-da-da-da, I'm from here, etc. This is what I do, I'm in school for this. But for the most part, keep your personal business to yourself till you really, really know who you're dealing with. These people here are different. Like I said before, they're their own kind of people. It's almost impossible to fully understand them. They consider you to be fraudulent and fake say if you got a good relationship, say if you had a lot of family here, and you got a lot of family here, but in particular your inner circle, like your mom, your sister, and your brother, and you're real tight with them, you care about them, you love them, you communicate with them, you do things for them, you are there for them. The rest of your family will consider you to be fake. Don't make sense, do it. I'm telling you, I've had this experience so many times. People that I just spoke with, they can't even explain it. They natives of here. They've been here their entire lives. People here on the West Coast, LA, just California in general, they are different. They hit different. And I'm just really trying to put y'all on game before y'all decide to move here. Like, it's still a great place to come. Opportunities, the fun factor, 6 miles of entertainment on the Strip, Fremont, you got Lake Las Vegas, the District, Town Square, Red Rock hiking, whatever you want to do. Lights, camera, actions, it is here. But as much as it produces on the entertainment level, it's just as faulty and bad experiences on a personal level with people to people when the lights and cameras shut off and you get behind closed doors and you want to settle in, you want to start to meet people. People are always constantly moving so much to where they don't care about you. They ain't looking to build friendships. People, especially people who's been here for a very long time, are natives. They are just constantly looking for the next person who's offering the best thing. So say if you reach out to somebody, and I'm gonna cut this off in a second because I can just go on and on. Say if you reach out to somebody and say, hey, how's it going? What you got going on this weekend? How about we go out to the strip, or we go out to the district, or whatever the case may be, go grab a bite to eat, get some drinks, and then go catch a movie. They will agree with you, and they will have you thinking, because I've been in this case a lot of times and I didn't ask, so I know this is true. They will have you thinking that it's all fine and dandy, it's gonna go smooth like butter, everything cool. That time comes, they will ghost and flake the hell out of you. You will not hear from them. You won't. Why? Because they then moved on to the next situation that's a little better. They didn't say everything that you said, plus they added the pool party in there and drinks to get fucked up after the pool party. See what I'm saying? So who's ever offering that the highest thing, that's where they're going. That's where they gravitate to. And there's just so much more I can say on a relationship level and on a personal level with the people here. So if there's anything that I left out or anything else that you guys want to know, just feel free to jump into the comments and let your boy know. And I can speak on more too about other different subjects. If you guys want to know different things about Las Vegas, just let me know, and I'll let your boy